Do we get into the Bill O'Reilly thing now?
Bill O'Reilly.
I'm Bill O'Reilly. Hope to see you again next time. Remember, the spin stops here because we are looking out for you.
We're looking out for you.
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly is obviously the big, huge story today.
Yes. Grab that dildo. What a tool. Man, if
The
this
no spin
stuff,
zone, it looks like the dildo was spinning.
the drildo. We don't use a drildo because it's a no spin zone.
Allegedly.
The O'Reilly factor.
Allegedly.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I can't wait to see how Bill's going to talk his way out of this one.
My talking points. I will discuss how this is all false. He's being accused of sexual harassment on the job with one of his producers. That's the accusation. The producer has filed a suit. Bill O'Reilly says it's nothing but a shakedown, extortion. They're trying to get $60 million out of him, and that's the only reason they're doing this. And he is completely innocent. He will be exonerated, and we will all find out that this is a bunch of bunk and malarkey, if I may use such harsh language on satellite radio. But
It looks like Bill O'Reilly might have been affected by the shock jocks
I'm reading the complaints.
that are influencing the children of America.
The complaint is
I can't
classic.
wait. Tomorrow we'll bring in our Bill O'Reilly interview. This guy railed us after we talked to him for over an hour, and he cut up our piece to make us look like just sex peddlers.
It's all about the sex with you guys, isn't it? It's all about, come on, just admit it, it's about the sex. I was like, Bill, this is about it's a guy-related show. The guys like listening to it.
The best quote, you look at Bill O'Reilly and go, Bill, you know what guys like?
You know what guys like, Bill? He goes, why the sex? It's like, Bill, you know what guys like?
And you laughed.
Well, apparently he absolutely knows what guys like.
Allegedly. We don't know what's true or not true here. But
I will say, according to the complaint.
According to the complaint that happens to be on every website in America.
Oh, my God.
And in every newspaper in America.
If this is proven true, he is done.
Good.
He is done.
Good.
You don't like the Bill O'Reilly?
I can't stand him because of the chop job he did on you guys. You're not Walter Cronkite, douchebag.
He comes off as a pompous, thinks he's a know-it-all. He was on A Current Affair. Remember that show?
Yeah, he wants people
That's
to forget
shock
that
TV.
he was salacious in his day.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Tom Brokaw's here to read the headlines of the story.
Really?
I don't know if we have the NBC nightly news theme yet.
Probably not.
That would be asking for too much from our behind-the-scenes staff.
Bill O'Reilly, a fellow journalist, in trouble.
Although Sex Bagel is a little more spry today.
I'll say.
Maybe he had a good night's sleep after.
Looks like he might have
was
gotten
sent
another
home.
alarm clock after he lied to us yesterday. He seems a little more spry.
A little more
spring in
his step.
A little more spring in his step, running around, handing all sorts of things in. He might have seen all the resumes that were handed to us at the beginning of the show for his job.
People asking
what's wrong,
for jobs.
Sex Bagel?
Oh, nothing. Ben said come in here.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, no, we were just noticing that you were a little more spry today.
Yes.
You got some sleep yesterday?
Did you get another alarm clock?
I actually got 4, so they're all over the place.
4 alarm clocks.
And you're not going to lie to us anymore? Because I know you lied to us yesterday. That's
No,
why we
actually,
sent
I
you
didn't.
home. There was not a fire alarm.
No, not a fire alarm. The smoke detector went off. The battery just
Didn't
went
he say-
out, and I ripped it
Didn't
out.
he say fire
It said
alarm?
fire alarm. When I called Ben, I was in a panic. Like, the fire thing went off in my house. I got to go, and I hung up.
So the smoke detector went off.
But you said that
And what did that
you were
do?
outside, right? You went outside?
The what?
Did you say you went outside?
But how is that? How could you be late because something is
No,
waking
no.
you up earlier than the alarm clock?
What
Because that's
happened?
the only thing that could happen there.
No,
Right.
what,
Or
it
did
was-
you sleep through the alarm
I
clock,
slept-
but the smoke detector woke you up?
No. 2 separate instances from the night. The smoke detector went off about 12:30. The battery was just never replaced, so I yanked the battery, went out. I went back to sleep.
Then
and I
I
just
was
slept over the
chipping
night.
golf balls until the limo driver came.
All right, let's just drop
All right.
it. All right, you're looking a little more spry today.
Yes.
Do we have the NBC theme music?
We're finding it right now.
Oh, man. All right.
All right, we'll have to. We'll get that.
Well, we could
sometime.
start, all right?
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly, accusations of sexual harassment by Andrea Macris, who is an ex-producer on the O'Reilly Factor. and his
Let me
his
tell you
radio
something.
show.
The producers at the O'Reilly Factor are wild. Well, we know of another one that is absolutely out of her mind wild.
One chick that was hanging out with us for a while during the time where we were supposed to be doing the interview with Bill O'Reilly.
Right. This whole O'Reilly interview that we did, we didn't want to do it for the longest time, and then they sent this producer to hang out with us, and
She was nuts. Remember her?
she was out of her mind.
Slot machine?
We
the ex-surfer.
We actually had a beer fight with her when the Fox cameras were rolling. And
There
she
was a
supposed to be-
picture taken under a desk of her
Opie's
genitalia
Were they nice?
with a tampon string coming out of it.
I have a picture of a producer from I don't know if she was a part-time producer or she still works there. I have no idea.
No, she does.
But she
does
was
still work
hanging out with us for a long time to try to butter us up to get us in front of O'Reilly, and she
Yeah.
started drinking with us and hanging out with us. And
She was getting info also to give to O'Reilly so he could ask questions.
and then we did this huge thing at the Hard Rock Cafe because there was a time we were in like
Hooters.
5 or 6 magazines at the same time, so we had like a weird
Hooters.
magazine
It was at
signing
Hooters,
party. Oh, what did I say? Hard Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Hooters.
Hard Rock is always good to us, so I always think Hard Rock. It was at Hooters, and we're there, and it turned out to be a huge beer fight with this chick, and the cameras were rolling for Fox. They didn't show any of that footage because
No.
she's supposed to be a very responsible producer.
So his
And then
producer
she
involved
would-
in a beer fight.
She would come back hammered to the office. She's
snotted,
She ended up-
smashed,
She
hammered,
went-
drunk.
She went back to the office with Stinky and sat at Opie's desk.
Didn't they like have a little thing going
I don't
for a
know what
little while?
happened.
Rumor has?
She had marker writings. Someone took a Sharpie and was writing all over the inside of her thigh and
Yeah.
all that. And she was supposedly so serious with Bill O'Reilly.
All right,
Yeah,
here-
and there was
Bill
like
O'Reilly.
stuff written on the arm, made in Taiwan.
So, wow. All right, we'll get. We will get to that because that is the freakiest thing ever. So she's hanging out with us for a long time, and I had a camera at my desk where I took celebrity photos,
Yeah.
like Jimmy does and stuff. A cool celebrity comes in. Oh, I want to get a little picture,
Yeah.
She decided to take my camera after one of these drunken nights. And this is not even allegedly. This girl loved to drink with us. And
Yeah.
she started taking pictures of her snatch.
Under the desk.
Under the desk, like she would take a picture of her snatch, up her skirt, and we got the pictures developed because it was just a stupid disposable.
We were like,
and
oh my God, what is this?
And she was having that time of the month. I think Steve from FoundryMusic.com still has those pictures somewhere on that site, and there's a picture of her snatch with the string hanging out of her
Yep.
panties.
And the marker on the legs.
And the marker on the legs and stuff. So we were hanging out with this girl for weeks, and she's very hot. I don't even want to mention her name, although what I'm about to say is going to give it away, unfortunately. And we're doing pre-interviews. She's going to lunch with us. She's in the studio, like Big Kev is there, just hanging out. Okay, we go to this. We go to Hooters for the magazine signing party. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, I'm up front with Ant. We're signing autographs, me and our fans, whatever, doing our thing. All of a sudden, I look over to Ben, and Ben is in a panic, freaked out, and I'm like, Ben just noticed something. What the hell's going on? So Ben's way off in the corner, and he's trying to get my attention, and we lock eyes, and I'm like, dude, what? Because we have like the secret language that we do on the show. All of a sudden, he goes like this, like pretty much like when the coach comes out to the mound and goes, let's go to the lefty.
Yeah.
And goes like this.
Taps the arm.
Taps the arm like, let's go to the lefty. Freaking Ben from the corner's going like that. I go, what does that mean? And then he's like moving his eyes over to this producer from the O'Reilly Factor.
Yeah.
The chick has a fake arm.
Yeah, Jim was actually the
She
one
had
that pointed it out to
And
me.
we
She had
hadn't
a-
noticed for weeks.
She had a mannequin arm with a bracelet on it, okay?
Yeah.
And the point I'm trying to make is like, we were hanging out with this girl for 2 weeks, and not one of us
Didn't notice.
didn't notice that the girl only had one arm until that night. We're like, holy, and it freaked everybody
We'd
out.
make great witnesses, wouldn't we?
Oh yeah.
I know.
Yeah, she held up both hands and made fists and
Played-
flipped me the bird with both hands.
Played patty cakes.
And then all of a sudden, then I tapped Anthony, and I went, you know how you do that?
Yeah.
Look over there.
And I didn't want to look.
And then everyone else associated with the show, we were just stupefied. Like none of us noticed that the girl had one arm.
Just pointing and giggling hysterically.
Oh, yes, we
Five
were.
creeps.
Immature.
It was unbelievable. So anyway, back to the O'Reilly story.
O'Reilly. Yeah, Andrea Macris, the ex-producer, has filed a suit against Bill O'Reilly, saying that he sexually harassed her with explicit language, phone calls, sexual deviancy. There's some really, really great lines here. The pages, there's about 10 pages.
You want me to just read a little bit from the Post and then...
No, this is good stuff.
Oh, this is
the
better
Post
than the
is
Post?
going to cut it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bill O'Reilly said to plaintiff Andrea Macris, and just use a vibrator to blow off steam. Talking about how she should have some sex with a vibrator when she doesn't have a boyfriend, so she could blow off some steam. When the plaintiff Redden defended Bill O'Reilly, asked lewdly, "What? You've got a vibrator, don't you? Every girl does." When the plaintiff responded indignantly, "No, not every girl does. Does your wife?" The defendant replied, "Yes, in fact, she does. She'd kill me if she knew I was telling you."
Wait, so where did this conversation begin?
This was taking place when they were out to dinner.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,